guys, hope you're well. Today's video is going to be a little bit different because I'm not going to be talking about books. Well, I am going to be talking about books, but not books that you read. I'm going to be talking about notebooks. So I thought, as I was having a tidy out of all of my stationery, that I would give away some notebooks that I didn't want anymore or hadn't used. And I started going through them all and basically just realised how many lovely notebooks I have that I haven't used or haven't used in a long time. So I thought I would go through and show you some of them because some of them really are beautiful and tell you where you can get similar ones. A lot of them you won't be able to get the exact same ones anymore, but I will still show them to you anyway because you can still get a lot of similar things in some of these stores because I have had a look online. So I've got a box down here with all of my favourite notepads in, and let's get started and I'll show you some of them. First up we have this massive A4 notepad here, and this one I had used but I'd only used a couple of pages in it. So I'd actually taken them out because they were from when I was doing university work. So this is just a plain lined notepad. These are the end papers here. And it's just got a silver metallic print on the front, and the edges of the pages here are silver and metallic as well. And I haven't really thought about what I would use this for. I originally used it for university notes, but I only used about 2 pages in it, so I've pulled those pages out. And yeah, I need to think of something to use this for, but I don't think I can part with this one. I like it too much. Oh, and I forgot to say, I think that this one is from The Works. This one I only got recently and it was a gift, so I can't tell you where this one was from, unfortunately. I don't think there's anything in it that says where it's from. No sticker on the back or anything, but this one's just a little cute notepad, and the real reason that I love this one is because it has this attached to it. So you can take this off and it's just a little pouch to keep a pen in, so you can just slide this onto the front of any A5 notebook like the one that it came on and just keep a pen on it. And I love that because when you get the ones with the spiral bindings on the edge, they're really easy just to slot a pen in when it's got the little clip like this, and then the pen stays with it. But when you've got a notebook like this where it hasn't got the spiral spine on it, it's quite difficult to keep a pen with it. So I love that you can just slide that on to any notepad as well, that it comes off and you can just take a pen with you as well as the notepad. These 2 notebooks were bought for me by my husband about a year ago, I believe, and I have used both of these ones. I'll show you what I've used them for. And these I think were from the range, and they came as a set of 2. This first one here, got it upside down, is my one that I use for YouTube video ideas and things like that. So I've just got like book tags that I've written down that I might do in the future, and video ideas, and a plan of what videos might go up when. And then the other one is used in a very similar way, which is upside down as well. And this one is used for blogging. So yeah, this one says June 2016 in the front, so this is from last year. And it's just each of the blog posts that I did and scheduling them and working out what I was going to be posting and when. So these 2 notebooks come in handy. I actually haven't used the blog one for a while, which I do need to start doing again because my blogging schedule has become a bit erratic and I'm not posting as much as I'd really like to, so I definitely want to get on top of that. So I'm going to keep hold of these and start using them again. This is another beautiful notebook, and it's very me. You'll notice from some of my other notebooks that I like metallic detailing, especially gold and especially dots. It's very Kate Spade, which is my favourite designer. And this notebook is from WH Smith, and this was sent to me last year. This was in the box when I received the Zoella Book Club round 2, which was sent to me by them. And I haven't used this one yet. It's got a little elasticated spine bit here and it's got a pencil in it. I haven't sharpened it yet because I haven't used the notepad, but it's got rose gold page edging and it's just lined pages inside. And I don't know what I'm going to use this one for yet, but again, I couldn't bring myself to part with it because it's just so pretty and it was a gift, so I want to make sure I keep this and use it for something. And it says "You look lovely" on it, so I was more inclined to keep it because it just makes me smile. This is another notebook that was bought for me by my husband, and this was a Christmas present. So I got this for when we went to New York at Christmas. We spent Christmas in New York last year. It was our honeymoon. So we went to New York and I took this with us, and he bought it for the sole purpose of me to keep a travel journal because I said I wanted to write down everything that we did. So it says, "Not all those who wander are lost," and it's by Bookishly, and it says bookishly.co.uk. So I'll leave a link to their website in the description box if you want to go and have a look and see if they still do this or any of their other notebooks and things like that. So this is the kind of thing that I've done on the inside. I've got the date at the top, so the 22nd of December is when we went, and I've just written a little bit about what we did that day, and I've done the same for all the other days. I do want to add some photographs into this at some point as well, but it's not full, it's not even a third full, I don't think. No, it's not even a third full. So I definitely want to keep hold of this and hopefully be able to add to it when I go on other travels and journeys and things like that, so eventually it'll be full up. This next notebook was also a gift. This is from a colleague at work, and I got this only at the end of last month, and I really like this one. This is from Paper Chase, I do know where it's from, and this is just a mini notebook that's got lined pages, and she also gave me a pen as well with this and told me that it was for me writing down my story ideas. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to start writing in this one soon, and I will definitely be keeping it for story ideas because that is why she bought it for me. The next few bits that I have to show you are all from Sainsbury's, and I love Sainsbury's stationery. It is really good stationery. This one actually isn't a notebook, but I wanted to show you this anyway. This is a little floral clipboard. I love the print on this, and it just says things to do in metallic gold writing, and I've used this loads, and I'm actually I've got quite a few pages left, but I'm going to be really sad when I run out of this because I don't know if they make clipboards like this anymore. I know I can keep the clipboard and just replace the paper, but I love the things to do paper. So I love this, I use it a lot, I'm constantly writing lists, so I do like having this. Next is this planner, and this I believe I've shown in another video because I got this for my birthday, so it might be in my what I got for my birthday video, which I will also leave in the description box below for you if you are interested in that. But this is a planner, and on the front it says, "Don't count the days, make the days count." Again, gold metallic writing. See, people I work with even know what I'm like. So on the inside here, I won't show you on where I've already started writing. Let's go to the middle. Oh, sorry, my notebooks just fell over there. I've stacked them up too much. On one side here you've got the days of the week and then a space to write things down on it, and then on the other side of it says to do, and you've got little tick boxes so you can tick them off as you go, and then a notes section as well. At the moment I'm using this for my workouts, so I'm writing in all of the tone it up workouts that I'm doing each day, and then I'm highlighting them as I've done them, and then I've got my to-do list and my notes section on the other side as well. So this is really useful, and if Sainsbury's still have these, which I believe they do, because when I went in there last time they didn't have this exact one, but they had about 4 different ones that are the exact same style, so definitely worth a look if you can get to a Sainsbury's. The last thing I have to show you from Sainsbury's is this little A5 notebook. As you can see, the gold dot theme has continued on, and it says Daydream on the front, and inside it's just lined, and I really like this one. I think it came in the same range actually as the little clipboard that I just showed you with the flowers on the back, even though obviously the pattern's different, because there was a little set of pencils that came in the same floral design as the clipboard, but it said Daydreamer on them, and I think this is possibly the same range because it says Daydreamer, but they were definitely from Sainsbury's and I got them around the same time, so I would assume that they're from the same range. But again, I haven't used this one, I haven't even written on the first page, I don't think. Let me just check. No, completely blank. So I need to think of something to use this one for as well. Maybe a dream journal because it says Daydreamer on the front. The final notebook that I'm going to show you is my absolute favourite, and this one came from HomeSense, which is a version of TK Maxx. So if you can't find one like this in HomeSense, or you can't get to a HomeSense, then try TK Maxx because they have very similar things. And this is my favourite notebook. It says Live a Great Story, and it's a leather feel notebook, but it's not actually real leather, and it's got the gold metallic writing on it, again more metallic, and I love the end papers in here as well because they're gold metallic stripes. And this is just a lined notebook as well, and because it says Live a Great Story, the reason I wanted this one originally was because I was going to use this to write down story ideas, because I got this when I was just getting into writing my own story, and I was like, I'm definitely going to write some of these things down. And I bought this, and then I got to the point where I was just like, it just looks so pretty, I want it on display, and I sort of don't want to ruin it by writing inside, which is a really silly thing to do because notebooks are meant to be written in. So I will be writing in it at some point, but I think I will probably wait until I have more solid story or novel ideas that I definitely want to write before I start writing into this one, because this will be the sort of book where if I have to cross out a mistake or anything like that, I'll probably cry, because I like to keep really nice notebooks like this neat. In fact, maybe that is a really good idea. My friend Keely bought me this one, so maybe I write down all of my ideas in this, and then when I've got a solid idea that I want to progress further, then I'll write it into this one. I think maybe that's the plan. So those were all of my favourite notebooks. That wasn't all of them because we'd be here for a really long time, because I have a ridiculous amount of notepads. But those were my favourite ones. I spoke a little bit there about my writing and my stories and my novel ideas and things like that. I did 2 years worth of creative writing when I did my Open University degree, and I absolutely love writing. It was definitely my favourite part of my whole degree. My 2 favourite modules were the creative writing ones, and I'm very passionate about writing something of my own. So if you would like me to do a video about writing rather than talking about books that I've read instead at any point, then do let me know. You can comment on Twitter, you can contact me on Instagram, or you can comment in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon with another video. Bye!